Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Sports Spotlight, our 30th anniversary season. And it wouldn't be the same if we didn't have these two teams featured on today's program. But we got them here no matter what, and they are the Chargers of Livonia Churchill, ranked number 8 in the state of Michigan, Division III, hosting the number 1 team in the state of Michigan in Division II, the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson. Churchill and Stevenson here on Sports Spotlight. This is Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Pushies from the Eddie Edgar Arena here in Livonia, Michigan. And Dennis, enough said. Churchill, Stevenson, but Churchill kind of on a skid here, playing against a team that is on, been playing their, ready to go.
Yeah, but you can throw the records out the window because it's a rivalry game. Both teams will be ready to play. There's friendships here. There's no friendships on the ice tonight. They'll be playing hard, and it's anybody's game. So.
And here we go. Churchill in the white, Stevenson in the blue. For Churchill, you got Friend, Kacharzik, Burnett, Webben, and Flynn out there. For Stevenson, Bonet, Stefanik, Laus, Adamic, and Jakacki. Action, they score! Just like that, Stevenson only took about 20 seconds off the clock. Stevenson in the blue right there, and kind of similar to what we saw against Franklin.
Yeah, before we could even catch our breath.
And I think it was Mr. Adamic who scored it.
Yes, I believe it was number 8. Yep.
And you're right. And here's the replay. And just like that, winning the face. Adamic with the slapper, and boom, like that.
Yeah, just like that. He picked his corner, top corner, and puck got by Surgison. 21 seconds into the game, Neil.
Yep. Well, hopefully it's not going to be similar to what we saw in the Stevenson-Franklin game, but here they come again. Here's a shot in. Surgison makes the stop. Hildebrand coming in on the left wing. Didn't have a chance to mention the color uniforms of both teams.
Yeah.
It was that fast.
Yeah. It was very similar to last week when we did the Stevenson-Franklin game. Yep. They scored 3 goals within the first 3 minutes before Franklin had a chance to settle down.
Well, we haven't completed 45 seconds yet of this hockey game yet, so a lot of time to go.
Yep.
Let's see what Churchill can do because Stevenson was practicing on their, I'll hold that thought for a moment as we go back to the action as Stevenson will dump it back inside the Churchill zone. Just want to mention to our folks at home that we are located right behind the Stevenson bench, so we can hear everything what's going on.
And Dave Mitchell's got that voice that we talked about that we don't know how he goes home at night with a voice because it's worn out by the time he's done with a practice or a game session.
And I got a story about that because I attended their practice yesterday for today's contest.
Yes.
And you're right. I don't know how he keeps his voice as we go back to the action. Stefanik now holding it in. Stevenson putting the pressure on. There's a shot from Bonet, and that's blocked. Puck now behind the net. Laus. Along with Williamson out there, Jack Williamson. Stefanik in the pass. For Bonet too far. So he got that defensive tandem of Bonet and Stefanik at the blue line. Here comes Bonet coming in on the right wing. Being watched closely by Matt Gibney, number 5. Churchill now clears it. Stefanik will go after it now.
Stefanik and Jake Bonet are a heck of a combination back there on defense. 2 of the top defensemen in the state.
Brendan Priest coming in now with a shot that gets knocked in the corner. Now Priest knocked into the boards by Kacharzik, and here's a pass now for Burnett. Connor Burnett now in the corner. Had it, lost it. Puck now rolls behind the Stevenson goal and cleared. Webben now will take it for Churchill. Priest will knock it down the ice as the Spartans will make a line change.
Quick line changes here for the Spartans, which isn't unusual. He likes to go 40 to 50-second shifts, get fresh troops on the ice. Well, you could do that when you have players that are very comparable, in talent.
Well,
they're all good.
You got DeCina and Williamson up there on front, and you still had Stefanik out there. Teamed up with David Warner again. You saw David Warner getting his first action against Franklin.
Last week, yeah. Hey, Coach Mitchell told us that he had been hurt, played last week for the first time, and he's only a junior, so he expects good, big things from him next season, as well as the rest of this season, too. But
there's a slapper right there from the stick of Joe Sharkey. Adamick along with Kyle Soroki. Soroki with a shot that is wide. Stevenson putting on early pressure in these first 4 minutes of this hockey game. Battle now in front of the Stevenson net, or bench, excuse me.
Stevenson's leading scorer and top player not playing tonight, number 21, Julian DeCina, has a lower body injury. So
saw him in practice yesterday, but might see him for some rest because they got only 2 more regular season games, and that's
before
it.
The state playoffs start. Yep.
Churchill trying to get something going here. Good job there by number 22 for the Chargers.
That's
Mike Mancina.
Yep. We're going to bring it all the way back down in front of the Stevenson goal. So you'll see fresh troops, as I said, from Coach Mitchell. He's a believer in that, and when he's got 3 to 4 strong lines, it's not a problem to put anybody out there because he could trust any one of them. These kids are well disciplined, well schooled, well coached.
And I'll tell you what, and they can just skate. I was only there for about 20-25 minutes, but Coach Mitchell and his staff had his players skating constantly from one end of the ice to the other on a variety of drills. And we'll get into more specifics as time goes along. Surgerson will make the stop. It's once again Priest coming in, putting some pressure on that Churchill defense. Now going after it for the Chargers, Keith Peterson. Long pass intended for Burnett, too far. Going after it, Jakacki. Pass for number 13, Benny DeCina out there. Battle now along the near side. That's looks like number 23. Zach Flynn back out there for Churchill.
Look out.
Here's a chance now for the Chargers. Good stop there by Bonet. Good check there on Josh Friend.
Great play there by Bonet. Looked like Friend had a step on him. Bonet caught him. Oh, good check there by number 2, Josh Friend. He laid some lumber.
Friend, I saw out of the corner of my eye there. Friend had probably one step, was onside, of course, and one step ahead of Bonet.
Yeah.
Right at the blue line. Good up. First chance there for Churchill. Let's see if they can do something, but here comes Bonet and Stevenson the other way. Here's a shot, and that goes wide. Bonet and Stefanik keying at the blue line for the Spartans. Back up front, it looks like you got Joe Sharkey back out there. And you had number 18, Tyler Slayball, now getting a rest. Stevenson making another line change. Adamick out there, along with Laus and Soroki. Soroki now will take that puck and was dump it into the corner. This is something they worked on yesterday, dumping the puck into the corner and going after it. Here's a chance. Good job there by the Churchill defense.
I've watched Coach Mitchell's teams over the years. They do that quite frequently, and They dump and chase, and they're very successful at it because of their team speed. It's works very well for them.
And that was the main drill I saw yesterday, the dump and chase drills.
Yes. Yes.
Where you had the 3 forwards starting at their own blue line, go back to their own goal line, and then go back the other way, and being chased by 2 defensemen, and then one of the assistants would just dump the puck into the corner,
right,
and see if the 3 forwards can score on the goaltender. Good drill.
Yeah.
As you can see right there, Stevenson controlling, centering pass, nobody there, and here come the Chargers now. Good stop there by number 11, Cole Parkhurst now out there. Racing for the puck one more time, Mancina for Churchill. Here's a chance for Brandon Priest, 2-on-1. Here we go, shot. Knocked away by Surgison. Held in, though, by Stevenson, now cleared. Chargers no. See if they can get something going here. There's a shot off on the left side. Cameron Greener, number 16. And going the other way is Priest. He's checked into the boards by Kacharzik.
Battle behind the net. Good battle.
Stevenson controlling. Good checks there into the boards there. There's a shot by Bonet, and
Surgison again coming up. They were without Surgison for about a 3-week period where he had hurt, I believe, his back. And Coach Reynolds from Churchill had told us what a great job Bryant Riley had done for them. He's only a freshman, and the future looks very bright for Churchill in the goal.
It looks great. I mean, when you're only 14, 15 years old, a freshman.
Yeah.
And here comes Churchill the other way. There's a shot. Looks like by Burnett. And glove saved by Trege. Yeah, Bryant Riley, he was put into a big, critical situation facing Brighton, 2-time state champion, Division I. Howell and Celine.
Yeah.
And plus he had to defend on that penalty shot against Howell.
And that was big too.
Yep.
Because that could have changed a lot of things there if they go down 2-0 at that point.
Yeah,
Instead, he made a big save against Howell, kept the game at 1-0 until the Churchill team could get back in. But there's a big difference between that 1-0 and 2-0 lead. So.
Yeah, great job by Bryant Riley. Face off to the left of Stevenson goaltender Will Trege. Burnett will take it against Adamick. And the puck once again is knocked out of play.
Played about 5 seconds there. That's it.
Yeah. And just want to remind our viewers at home, we will play 3 17-minute periods. In case there's a tie at the end of regulation, we will have 1 period, 8 minutes long of overtime.
Correct. Yep.
Churchill winning the faceoff. Here comes Louse. Wrist shot. That's high. Coming down the. And Josh Suzio's out there with him. So you got Suzio, Louse, and Adamick for the Spartans. Burnett will clear it now. Here's a shot. And I believe that was Friend with that shot down the left. Yep, it was. So you got Friend and Burnett back out there. And here's Adamick. Adamick will just dump it into the Churchill zone. Stevenson, another fresh set of skaters coming out. And an offside call against Stevenson.
I mentioned this when we had the Churchill game against Howell. That pass that Burnett just made to Friend was right on his tape. And it's not surprising. Those two young men have played together since they've been 7 years old. They traveled together. I think we could turn off the lights in this arena and they could make a pass and complete it to each other.
That's excluding flashlights and candles.
That's cell phone flashlights
and bonfires.
Yeah, right.
Go back.
If you didn't know any better, they not in stature, but they look like brothers the way they play because they're very similar and they know where each other's at all the time on the ice. Connor's a lot bigger of a young man than Josh Friend is, but Josh is a tough kid.
Well, here comes Vinatelli. Had it, lost it. Held in, though, by Swider. And Stevenson comes the other way. Now out there for the Spartans, that's number 6, David Orlando. Getting some skating time. Now you got Soroki out there in front, along with Patrick McGowan, who saw a lot of ice time against Franklin.
Yep.
So we got Orlando and McGowan. And Churchill will clear it, but it's a nice and call against the Chargers.
Will Tragey in goal tonight for Stevenson. I guess he had a heck of a game against Catholic Central in defeat on Saturday. The Spartans went down to the Shamrocks 2-0, but as Coach Mitchell and Coach Thompson told me, the effort was there. We just didn't capitalize on all of our chances. So
I talked to Coach Mitchell about that. He said he felt like they were just maybe a half a second or half a step behind the Shamrocks in most cases, but they played a great game.
Yeah.
Mancina with a shot, and that's cleared by Tragey. Now kept in by the Chargers. Once again, Greener up there doing a good job holding in. He's got Weber at the point.
A lot of that is due to the fact that Catholic Central's a great team, too. I mean, as I said, last time we had Stevenson, Coach Mitchell shies away from no one and playing anyone. You know.
And keep in mind some of their recent games.
Yeah.
Three of those games have been against top-ranked teams, and we'll get into more discussion on that when time permits. As Stevenson now with a chance. Williamson in traffic for the Spartans. Finally cleared away, but Churchill's looking to clear it. And they finally do. And it's another icing call against the Chargers. Yeah, I was going to mention Stevenson, besides the Catholic Central contest, which actually was more of a 1-0 game because it was scoreless for 2 periods.
Right.
Catholic Central scored with only 6 minutes left in regulation, and then the insurance goal came with about a minute left. Right. But they've also played the Culver Academy.
Culver Academy of Indiana, yeah.
And don't forget Granville.
Yes.
Granville's number 4 up there with Brighton and Orchard Lake St. Mary.
Yep.
In Division I, so there are no pushovers. Again, it looks like got a penalty call coming up.
Yep.
And it looks like a slashing.
Or tripping, I
tripping.
think. Yeah. Yep.
So it looks like Stevenson will go on the power play first. And it looks like it's going to be Josh Friend.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how Churchill can handle this, because the last thing they want to do is go down 2 goals. You know, next goal needs to go to Churchill for them to stay in this game. And I'm not saying they couldn't come back, but it's very important that they kill this off right now.
And that was one of the keys, staying out of the penalty box. But when you're going to face a power play unit featuring Stefanik and Bonet and Parkhurst and Decina.
Yeah.
That's, it's not only picking your poison, but here they come. Bonet with a shot.
That's in
and
the netting.
Sturgison made the stop. And Brendan Priest out there as well.
Yep. I think that 21 seconds into the game when Stevenson scored had Churchill a little shell shock, but they've settled down now and they're playing hockey now. So I expect some good things out of both teams here.
Bonet and Stefanik at the blue line for Stevenson. Stefanik, good job holding it in. Pass to Priest, centering shot to Parkhurst, tip in, they score! Right there, Bonet, right on the corner of the goal crease, just tapped it in on that rebound shot from Parkhurst. And now Stevenson leads it 2-0.
Sturgison made the original save, but there was nobody there to clear that man out, and Bonet just snuck right in. Watch Bonet sneak in here.
And watch the initial shot by Parkhurst.
Number 11, yeah.
Number 11.
Mm-hmm.
There's the shot. Now watch Bonet. Nobody there, just tips it in. Nope.
And Bonet sneaks right in, untouched.
Good job there by the Stevenson power play. I was personally worried about their power play.
Yeah.
But you saw right there, they worked on it yesterday, and here they come again, and there's another chance. So
There's a penalty to delayed penalty to Stevenson.
So that goal, Bonet from Parkhurst, and I'll give credit to number 15, Brendan Priest.
Yeah.
With it centering pass to Parkhurst, and let's see what Churchill can do now. The extra attacker, Parkhurst. Nope, correction, Laus.
Laus is going in for a high stick.
And let's see what Churchill can do right now, down by 2. See if they can get on the scoreboard. .425 remaining in this first period. And Churchill's got a score here, Dennis.
Yes, they do.
Friend is out there, and just like that, Stevenson wins the face-off and clears it. Got Greener, Kaczarczyk, Webben, Friend.
And Greener.
And Greener, and Carter Swider, too.
Yep. Yeah, he got Laus on the high stick over there in the right in front of the student section.
So the face-off will be just outside the Stevenson blue line. Kaczarczyk will go back. Kaczarczyk and Webben playing the points there on this Churchill power play. Friend and Swider, and once again, Stevenson will clear it. Good job there by Vinny DeCina. Here come the Chargers now. Kaczarczyk will dump it in the corner. Greener, along with Swider going after that puck. Stefanik now. Stefanik with Bonet. And Bonet can't clear it. Webben holds it in. Good job by Willis Webben. Webben slips, and Stevenson will clear it.
You mentioned number 13, Vinny DeCina. We're not trying to confuse you viewers. We mentioned that Julian DeCina's out. That's his cousin Vinny, number 13, that's on the ice.
Yeah, we don't want to get any bad messages from Vinny's website or his fan club.
Right. But they are first cousins and pretty close from what I understand. Julian's out for tonight's game.
Priest doing a good job holding it in and killing time. 28 seconds left in the Churchill power play. Brendan Priest, number 15 for Stevenson. There's the chance for Burnett. He gets tied up. Stevenson Churchill holding in. Good stop there by Tregi and
Peterson with a shot.
Yep. Puck is cleared. Final seconds of the Laus penalty. Race now for the puck. Sharkey and Swider, it looks like. Puck now taken by Stephen Hunt. Hunt had it, lost it, and it's cleared over the boards and just below us.
Yep.
Whoa.
Watch your heads there, coaches.
Yeah.
Players have helmets on, the coaches don't, and that came awfully close to Coach Jay Thompson.
Well, we're way high up here, but in the old building before the renovations or the expansion back prior to 2001, we were close. We were much closer to the plexiglass. So there were chances where the pucks would come over our heads.
Yeah.
During the LHA games.
Yeah.
So we were more easier targets than now, but
right.
Here comes Stevenson now. Let's see. Can they get something? Well, question to get something going. They're putting some more pressure in the corner.
Good play there by Webben.
Suzio back out there, and they score! Well,
it's like Joe Sharkey, I believe.
You know, and this is their number 3 line.
Yeah.
Suzio, Sharkey.
Yep.
Along with Jakaki.
And South Louth. Here comes the replay, Neil. He gets a nice keep in at the point, and he just fires a shot. And
yeah, Sharkey, and I think Laus may have tipped it in.
Yeah.
Good job there by. We're giving it to Sharkey.
Yeah. So giving it to Sharkey, yep.
So Laus didn't
Laus did not tip it, no. But he was in front of the net to cause a little havoc. So 3-0 now with a little over a minute to go in the first period.
And guess what? That's Joe Sharkey's first goal of the year.
Is it? Good for him. As I said, we do not cheer for one team or the other, but we're happy when young men do well.
Well, you know, Sharkey did a great job holding the puck in at the blue line.
Yeah, he did.
Typical of the Stevenson defense.
Yep.
Let's see if Churchill can get something going here in these final, 50 seconds. There's a chance in front for Vinatelli. Here's a shot by Kacharzik. Good stop there by Tregi. Here comes Stevenson the other way. Bonet now. Bonet, he's got Hunt to his left. There's a shot that goes wide. Held in, though, by DeCina.
Swider was parked out in front of the Stevenson net, and Stefanik did a nice job taking him out of the play. There's Matt Gibbony, the first time we mentioned his name behind the net.
Yep.
That's a heck of a player. He was hurt the last time we had Churchill on the TV. He had a shoulder injury that he's recovered from.
Final seconds. Slatterback out there now for Stevenson. Easton Slatterback in. Churchill will click. There's a shot by the Chargers, and that will do it. Shot by number 17, Adam Sinclair. First time we mentioned his name. And that's because it was all Stevenson in that first period.
Yes,
3
it was.
goals.
Yes, it was.
Bonet, Adamick, and Sharkey scoring for the Spartans. And after 1 period of play, it's the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson 3 and the Chargers of Livonia Churchill 0. Stick around, stay tuned. We got the second period coming up. Plus, we got the scoop from Dennis. You're watching Sports Spotlight.
Got a quarter?
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the second period of this exciting matchup here on Sports Spotlight. Livonia Churchill and Livonia Stevenson. It's the Spartans of Stevenson 3, Churchill 0. Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Pushies. And just like that, Churchill winning the opening face-off of this second period. That shot taken by Zach Flynn. And Dennis, the scoop, it's simple. Churchill's got to get back in this game fast.
Yes, they do. They took one penalty, but it cost them. So and then they were, like I said, they were shell-shocked at the 21-second mark, and that wasn't a good start. They settled down, but then you just have to stay out of the penalty box. You can't play shorthanded against Stevenson. They're too good.
Nope. Yeah, and that Stevenson power play is getting stronger as the seasons come along.
Correct.
And looking at the scoring summary, just want to mention one fact. Josh Suzio for Stevenson, 2 points already. He was one of the guys who set up that opening goal.
Right.
Along with Bonet. Bonet with 2 points. Parkhurst with, just with 1 point. But, again, pick your arsenal with the Spartans.
Yeah, I mean, you could go from the first line, you can go to the fourth line, and there's dangerous players on every one of those lines for Stevenson. They're just a good, balanced team.
Well, here's another challenge right here for the Chargers. In fact, Churchill's in the white, Stevenson in the blue. Soroki will hold it in and win that face-off. Spartans now with a chance. DeCina in front, and the puck is cleared. Swider now will clear it. And once again, here's another thing we saw in the first period. Stevenson controlling the neutral zone. They had one opportunity when Josh Frennan had that near breakaway.
Right.
And that good stop by Bonet.
Yep.
Vinatelli tries to clear it. Sharkey.
Sharkey's been getting more and more ice time, if you notice, for Stevenson.
Yeah. There's a shot by Hunt. Good stop deflection there by Sergison. Stevenson holding it in. Soroki and Sharkey at the front.
Now we got a delayed offside here. Oh,
Here's a chance now for Venatelli racing against Soroki. Centering pass, nobody there. Intended for Dane Allen. Now out there for the Chargers, number 8. Swider, we're just dumping in the corner. Chargers will make the line change. Mancina out there, trying to go after the puck, but here come the Spartans the other way. Line change for Stevenson. Suzio out there with Stefanik and Bonet. Did a lot of damage in that first period. Bonet, his pass for Adamic. He's got Laus and Suzio. Suzio, as I mentioned moments ago, 2 points already. Suzio battling with Mancina, centering pass. And there's a shot, they score! Initially, Bonet fanned on the shot, but
Seth Laus.
Laus.
Yeah.
But watch this. I don't know if we'll see this on the replay. Bonet fanning the shot. I think we will. There's a centering pass by Suzio.
Yeah, he fanned. It went off somebody's skate.
Yep.
And
Laus just put it right place, right time again.
Yes, he was. Yep. And we have a goaltending change now for Churchill. Bryant Riley, the young man who we talked about in the first period, the freshman, is in to replace Chris Surgison. Nothing after. Right away he's tested, Neil.
There's another shot right there. Priest with a shot. Well, I'm going to give Suzio a third point, a third assist already.
Yeah.
So it's Laus from Bonet and Suzio.
Right.
And here's another chance for Stevenson, and
the net's off, I believe. Now, I want to mention sometimes these gentlemen get criticized for no good reason. Our officials for tonight's game, they do a fine job. Our 2 referees are Keith Junquist and Corey O'Toole. And our linesman is Stefan Harris. And they, their biggest compliment to an official is if nobody says anything to you at all.
Yeah.
I know because I'm an umpire.
Oh,
and when people don't say anything, that means you did a good job.
and they've done a great job thus far.
They really have. There's been no complaining by either side, keeping control of this game.
Well, like I said, it's a challenge right now for the Chargers to get back in this contest.
Yeah.
Stevenson up by 4.
Yeah.
There's a shot by Jakaki, excuse me.
Connor Jakaki, he's one of their premier defensemen.
Change right now as we just saw Bodway out there. Joey Bodway, number 20.
There we go, 2-on-1.
Chance for Stevenson again. Here's a shot. They score. It was Williamson.
What a pass from McGowan. Total unselfishness. Total unselfishness.
Beautiful.
That's all I could say. He could have shot that puck himself. And he looked to see his open man.
And look at this. Watch this.
Watch on the replay how he's just looks out here on this 2-on-1. They have the odd man rush. And here's McGowan. He could have shot that puck.
Yep.
Found the open man.
Good pass.
Neil, I want to tell you something. I'm 60 years old. I don't know how to skate, and I still could have scored on a pass like that kid made.
I thought you're 28.
Yeah, didn't we discuss that last week? Yes.
Your wife Mrs. Pushies might dispute that.
Yeah, right.
But no, all kidding aside, it was good give and go between McGowan and Williamson.
Yep.
And Patrick McGowan getting more ice time. And it's now a 5-0 lead. 5 different Stevenson players scoring. Stevenson threatening again. And I was going to mention to the kids that might be watching out there that good passing there by Patrick McGowan.
Yep.
Battle at the blue line now. David Warner back out there.
There's an art to passing, just like there's an art to scoring goals. When time permits, I'll tell you a story about that. I'll make it quick, but it's a funny story.
Sure. Stefanik back out there at the blue line holding it in. Churchill finally clearing it. And
nice thing. There was a young man, I will not mention his name because he was only a squirt at the time he played with my son, and his grandfather would give him $20 for every goal that he scored.
Okay.
And he never would pass the puck because he wanted to score.
Yeah.
So the father was really upset with the grandfather, and he said, well, what can we do to get him to pass? And I made this suggestion. I said, tell the grandfather to give him $25 for an assist. And the kid started passing the puck like you couldn't believe. Yeah. And he ended up the following year with more assists than goals because he learned to be a team player, you know. But
I'm assuming this was U.S. currency. This wasn't some type of foreign currency.
No, this was U.S. currency.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That was a smart move.
Yeah.
Smart suggestion.
Yeah. Well,
Soroki with a shot.
It got him to start passing, that's for sure.
Yeah. And it shows you the importance of passing.
Yeah. All you have to do is watch this Stevenson team. They're crisp passing, and, you know, they're just – it's one of the reasons why there's no guarantee. There's so many teams that are just real good in Division II that, you know, it's a crapshoot to see who will make it in the state playoffs. There's Burnett.
Burnett with a shot, and Tragey comes up with the stop, and he had Friend to his right.
But it'll be a crapshoot when it comes time to play in the districts. They have strong teams in the Division II. They include Stevenson, Trenton, Brother Rice, Plymouth, Novi, and on February 27th, right here at Eddie Edgar Arena, Stevenson will take on Plymouth, who's rated number 2 in the state in Division II. So,
and I think overall in the superpowers, I think Plymouth was like number 5 or 6 or something.
It won't be an easy game for Stevenson, and
no.
Coach Mitchell knows that. He'll have his hands full. He takes every game seriously.
Churchill trying to get back on track. McGowan back out there now with Bodway and Jakacki. There's a shot, and that rebound just didn't miss by much. Went into the netting, and the faceoff will remain inside the Churchill zone.
See, I'm a believer in what goes around comes around, because McGowan made that beautiful pass.
Yeah.
Proved how unselfish he was.
Yeah.
Right there, the puck came off the goalie, Bryant, and McGowan was right there, and just the goalie made an excellent save. But his goal will come sooner or later, maybe not tonight, but you know, you work hard like that, you pass the puck, and you put yourself in the right position, you'll get the goals just as well as the assists.
That Williamson goal was all textbook.
Yes, it was.
Intended pass for Hunt too far, and Riley again makes the stop.
The game that we had against Howell when Riley was in net, I thought he played very well. And like you said, when these young men, freshmen, 14 or possibly 15 years old, are out there, I mean, that's a lot of pressure playing with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
It is. It's a big difference.
Sure it is.
Shot by Bonet deflected. There's a battle right in the goal crease. Bonet had it, almost lost it. There's a shot and a good stop by Riley. And Churchill will clear it.
Allen's going to get there, but it's going to be an icing.
So once again, the faceoff will be back inside the Churchill zone. Both teams making line changes.
I was talking with the referees before the game to get their names, and they were kidding me in their dressing room, and they are like I am when it comes to umpiring. I think everybody does something for money, but they don't do it for the money. That's not their livelihood. They all have other jobs, but they just have a love of the game, and they were telling me how much they just love high school hockey. That's a great thing.
Well, when you got two well-disciplined teams like this.
Yeah, then very few penalties.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And there's no reason, that they've had to call penalties because they're both well-disciplined and, they're out here to play hockey. They're not out here to fight. And
Jakacki's pass Intended for Suzio, too far. Here comes Lawson. He's comes in a step ahead.
One step, yep.
Offside the call on Stevenson.
Fresh lines for both teams coming out.
9:14 to go in this second period. Just want to mention a big hello to all of our viewers out there watching this contest on Livonia Television, Channel 8, Spectrum, Channel 10, WOW, and of course Channel 99 AT&T from anywhere from Marysville to Luna Pier. We say hello to all of you out there watching this matchup between Churchill and Stevenson. Neil Rifkin along with Dennis Pushies from the Eddie Edgar Arena here in Livonia, Michigan. And it's been all Stevenson thus far, and they're threatening again.
Yeah, we don't have the shots on goal, and I don't know how many saves Tragey has made, but it hasn't been a whole lot. He hasn't worked too hard. He hasn't worked up much of a sweat. Maybe they could save some hot water on his shower after the game, you know.
Yeah.
He hasn't had to make too many saves. Where on the other hand, Surgison worked hard down there. Bryant Riley has come in the game now for about 5 minutes, and he's probably made 5 or 6 saves. So,
he as we mentioned, he first got chalked up his experience against teams like Brighton and Salinas. Once again, can Churchill clear it? They do, but once again, you're going to see right here.
Uh-oh.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
I jumped the gun too soon. I was going to say Stevenson controlling the neutral zone. But like I said, Riley getting his feet wet quickly with games against Brighton, Saline, Howell, and now Stevenson. Here's chance for the Chargers now. Good defensive play there by Stefanik. Shot goes wide.
Matt Gibney.
And the play stops. I think the net came off the moorings.
Yes, it did.
Face-off will be in the Stevenson zone. Whoop.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be in Stevenson zone. Yep.
To the right of goaltender Will Tragey.
Yeah, this is probably maybe the second or third time that the face-off will be deep inside the Stevenson zone.
Right. It's hard to tell by watching him today because he hasn't been tested that much. But Tragey's an excellent goalie for Stevenson, and his day will come where he'll be tested in the upcoming regionals and stuff like that.
Yep.
But he proved last year what a good goalie he is, and again this year, he's a very good goalie.
Well, Stevenson's team last year was more of a defensive oriented. They had a great defense. They really took them to the regional finals against Heartland.
Yeah.
This year, the offense got better, stronger, just by looking at the stats. And the defense, strong as ever.
Yes. That's a staple of the Stevenson teams. Stefanik's a good player here for Stevenson, number 7. He's the captain, a 4-year player.
Hunt will dump it in. Schlatterbeck along with Williamson. Hunt holds it in. And cleared by the Chargers. Here's a chance now. It's Josh Friend. Good job there by the Stevenson defense. No one there for that on that centering pass. There's a shot by Kacharzik. That goes wide. Held in at the point.
14
by
just
Peterson.
broke his stick. Seth Kacharzik.
Kacharzik immediately gets another stick. Puck still inside the Stevenson zone. See if they can get something here. Get a goal. Get on the scoreboard. Good tie up there by Stefanik, and he'll clear it.
Just out of the zone, yep. We mentioned Bonet and Stefanik so much that sometimes you underestimate. I don't, but some people might underestimate the quality of their other defensemen, Soroki and Schlotterbeck. And, Those kids are good players.
They are. Here's a chance. And the puck goes off to the side of the net for Suzio. Looking to pick up his 4th point.
Yeah, Connor Jacaki, number 2. You know, I mean, these kids are great hockey players. And sometimes they get overshadowed by a kid like Jake Bonet, who's, you know, one of the candidates for Mr. Hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacaki, Schlatterbeck, Soroki.
Right.
Kyle Soroki. Great players on that blue line.
Yeah, you go mention those names to Coach Mitchell and ask him if he wants them off of his team, and hear the answer no real fast. I mean, he knows what they're all about. They add to that team. Oh, we got a penalty here.
And
head contact.
I think it's going to be against Stevenson. Yep, and Churchill will go on the power play.
Yeah, head contact to number 5, Soroki.
So Soroki goes to the penalty box. Churchill will have the extra attacker on the power play.
Face off to the right of goalie Will Tragey.
Second opportunity for the Chargers with the extra attacker. Let's see what they can do. Levin keeps it in at the blue line. Shot by Friend. That's deflected. Off the skate of Jacaki. There's a loose puck in front. Shot by Friend. They score! Josh Friend gets the Chargers on the scoreboard. Good rebound.
Yes, it was.
Right place in the right time.
Yes, it was. Very nice goal by Josh. Okay, we're going to get a replay here, Neil, and we'll see how he does. Okay, puck goes into the corner. Okay, very nice play by Friend. He goes out to the center, to the right in front of the net, and then stays with it and beats goalie Will Tragey.
Looks like he beat him on the glove side.
Yes, he did. I believe he did.
So Friend staying put and staying in position. That was another thing, too.
That's exactly what it was. He stayed in good position. So now we have a 5-1 game. Never know. Churchill gets another goal, and we got something going here. You know, anything can happen.
So Churchill gets on the scoreboard on that Friend power play.
Well, we got a penalty coming up to Churchill. We just said they got to stay out of the box, but
Yep.
It looks like a hook. Yes, it is. Referee Keith Junquist with the call.
I don't think it's been 30 seconds since that Josh Friend goal that now.
Was that Zach Flynn, 23?
Zach Flynn, yeah.
Yeah.
So Flynn goes to the penalty box. Stevenson with the extra attacker. Face off deep inside the Churchill zone. And you got the regulars out there. Parkhurst, Acina, Bonet, Stefanik.
Got Adam Sinclair killing along with Matt Gibney and Keith Peterson, Cameron Greener to try and kill the penalty for Churchill.
And Brandon Priest out there as well. Decina now with it. Decina with a shot that goes a bit wide. Held in by the Spartans. Stefanik now. Stefanik. His shot deflected. Behind the boards it go, or behind the goal it goes. There's a centering pass. Shot by Bonet, and that's
Will scramble in front of the net, and Riley comes up again with the puck.
So Riley making the stop on Bonet. Face-off remains inside the Churchill zone.
Good job by the Charger penalty killers. They're going to go off for another group to come in, but again, Greener, Peterson, Sinclair, and Gibney did a fine job in front of Riley.
And you got Friend, Venatelli, along with Kacharzik out there, killing it. Stefanik now has it. Centering pass to Parkhurst, they score! I think that was tipped in off on the side by Priest. We'll double check. It was either Parkhurst or Priest with that goal.
It might have gone in off the skate of Parkhurst. I'm not sure. We'll check the replay and see.
Here's the shot from Stefanik.
Yep, right off his skate, off of number 11.
Yep.
Parkhurst. Yep.
So Parkhurst will get the goal.
Now, the rule states, Neil, that if it goes in off your skate, if it's done intentionally, it's not a goal.
Right, but he didn't kick it.
No, it was totally unintentional. And I don't even know that he knew the puck was there. It went in off of his skate. And
Nevertheless, had it not, it still would have been a good pass from Stefanik.
Yeah. Well, what a surprise there. Stefanik making a good pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, what a surprise, yeah.
I mean, you could go up and down that Stevenson bench and mention any kid that could make a good pass. I mean, they're just a very well-schooled team.
Well, we'll give Parkhurst credit for the goal. Assist from Stefanik.
Yep.
That's Kevin's first point on the day. Parkhurst with his second point. And it's now a 6-1 lead.
It was really a bad break for Bryant Riley because, the puck deflected and ricocheted in a different direction. Nothing he could do.
No goaltender in the world could stop that.
Not even the great Dominic Hasek.
Yeah, Dominic Hasek. Or even go further, Ken Dryden.
There you go. Yep.
And Ken Dryden was a big guy.
Yes, he was. Uh-oh. 14. Oh, now it's getting a little chippy. Kacharks is going to go to the box. He just took and shoved 22.
Susio.
Yeah.
Kacharks,
now they got the extra skater on.
There's the pass. Stefanik now. Yeah.
I don't know what that was for. It was
uncalled for.
Yeah, really. It really was.
Shot goes wide, race for the puck now. And Stefanik falls to the ice, but it will be a Churchill penalty, and Stevenson once again will go on the power play.
Got 2 minutes for roughing, it looks like. Yep. Coach Reynolds not happy, but he's not with the official. He's unhappy with his own player because I don't think that was really meant to be done. There was no reason to do that.
Well, Stevenson once again on the power play.
Sometimes that can come out of frustration of a 6-1 deficit too. I'm not making excuses for anybody. I'm just saying that sometimes that's a frustration penalty.
Yeah.
Because I've watched Seth play over the years, and he's not at all a dirty player, and it was just not a good play.
But again, Stevenson putting on the pressure. Finally I was going to mention you as a coach all your years, as well as your son. I'm sure you've ran into situations like that when you're down by a good handful of goals. You just have to tell your team just to keep cool.
Just keep cool. Keep playing hard. Forget about the officials and just play hard. Play hockey. Play like it's 0-0. Play hard.
Chargers will clear it. Spartans on the power play. Couple fresh skaters. Well, nope.
Now they've killed off a minute of it so far, so
There's
far so good.
Bonet out there. He's got Jakacki along with Hildebrand. There's a shot. They score! Connor Jakacki. You're talking about good defenseman.
Yeah. Yep. Connor is a very good defenseman. And like I say, sometimes gets overshadowed by being on the same team as Bonet. But
what a wrist shot.
Yeah.
What a shot.
Yes, it was.
And we'll get the replay coming up momentarily.
There it is.
And this, of course, set up by none other than number 4. But you won't see that. But there's what a shot.
Yeah. I mean, right under the crossbar.
Yep.
Yeah, great shot by Jakacki.
Well, Jakacki will get the goal.
He's been around this team for a while, so he knows what it's all about. He knows the Stevenson system.
Well, guess what? That's his first goal of the season.
Yeah? Is it really? Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
And we'll give Jake Bonet credit for the assist.
Okay.
Great. Good pass there. With Bonet and Jakacki at the blue line. 7-1 contest now. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. 1 minute mark left in the second period.
I don't think Jakacki's value to the team is scoring goals as much as it is being on a defensive end as an enforcer on the back end, protecting the net.
Yeah, and we've seen that early on in the season, back in November and December. Here comes Stevenson, the chance. Oh, and a good stop there by Riley.
Oh, boy, he had an open net.
Adamick. Oh, was it Adamick or McGowan?
McGowan, number 9.
It was McGowan.
Yeah.
Had open net.
Stevenson just relieves the pressure by icing the puck, but he had a wide open net there.
Wow.
And Bryant Riley came from nowhere to make that save.
Great save by Bryant.
Yep.
And we got the replay coming up. Watch this, folks. Centering pass. What a stop.
He just got his foot on it and bounced off his foot into the netting. So
as we go back to the action, good camera work as well.
Two Churchill players collide there.
Stevenson clears it, and the puck goes out of play into the netting. With about 12 seconds remaining in the second period. Stay tuned. We got the third period coming up, as well as, well.
Real quick, I want to mention, Neil.
Go ahead.
We mentioned the Division II playoffs with Stevenson playing Plymouth on February 27th. On Division III playoffs, Churchill plays Farmington on February the 26th. The winner of that game will play Franklin on the Wednesday, February the 28th.
Okay.
So that would be Division III. So just wanted to get all the games in there and wish the best to all three of our Livonia teams.
Yep. Three great teams.
Yep.
And we still got another period to go as, well, that second period is now in the record books. But, again, Dennis, it was all Stevenson again.
Yes, it was.
And our score after 2 periods of play, it's now the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson 7 and the Chargers of Livonia Churchill 1. Stick around, stay tuned. We got the scoop from Dennis and the third period on the other side. You're watching Sports Spotlight.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Spotlight. High school hockey action featuring the Chargers of Livonia Churchill and the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson. Neil Rivkin along with Dennis Pushies. Spartans lead at 7-1. And Dennis, that scoop heading into this third period. Big climb for, it was all Stevenson.
It was all Stevenson, yeah. It's doable, but it's going to be a rough go here. It's going to be, it's going to be tough. It's a 6-goal lead.
And I think Stevenson has made a goalie change.
Yes, they have. Eric Polzen.
Yep. And I had a chance to speak with Coach Mitchell because he didn't go in the dressing room during that second intermission. I talked about that Williamson goal from McGowan, and all he said, one word: details. He said Mike Babcock always looks at details. He looks at details as well.
Yeah.
So beautiful pass.
Yep.
And
when he watches film, there's no doubt. I knew. Well, he watched it firsthand, but when he watches the film, he'll run that back a few times to stress what unselfishness is all about.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's a classic example there of McGowan being unselfish.
Churchill in the white, Stevenson in the blue. Here comes Brendan Priest now for Stevenson with Parkhurst. Here come the Chargers the other way. Burnett along with Flynn. Flynn shot, and Polzen will make the stop. And a little pushing going on right next to Polzen between Burnett and Schlotterbeck.
Yeah. Friends from back in the day, but no friendships on the Stevenson-Churchill rivalry night
No.
for at least a 2-hour period.
Yeah. None whatsoever. But I just want to mention to our viewers at home, Stevenson up by 6 with 7 goals, scored by 7 different players.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Yep.
And if you're a member of the Jake Bonet fan club, he's got 4 points already.
Oh, boy. Well, we knew coming in when we saw him play last week, and it's not a shock to us. He's a great player. He's one of the top defensemen in the state of Michigan. So
Josh Suzio, number 22, 3 points.
yeah,
And 2 of the scorers getting their first goals of the season.
yeah.
For Stevenson.
Yeah, Coach Mitchell asked me, he told me this, and he said if you want to mention it, it's not something that's being kept a secret, but Jake Bonet and Julian DeCina, number 21 and number 4, next year have tendered contracts to play with the NAHL Aberdeen Wings. So that'll be a great opportunity for them. That's quite an opportunity, and I'm sure they'll do fine. They're both great guys.
Well, Tyler Irvine played in that league, I believe.
I'm sorry, who?
Irvine.
Tyler Irvine
yeah.
and Dominic Lutz. Yeah.
Dominic Lutz.
Yep.
And Tyler Irvine now playing for Merrimack College out in Massachusetts.
And Dominic Lutz is on Ferris State.
Ferris State, good
Yep.
program out there for the GLIAC.
Yep. You go back to some great lines back 5 years ago, and that production line of Stevenson was great when they had Dominic Lutz, Devin Kelly, and Tyler Irvine.
Kelly, that was the name.
Devin Kelly, yeah.
And
He was like the unsung hero on that team. He worked and worked and worked. Not that the other two didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
Tyler was a worker, and Dominic was too, but they seemed to get a lot of the goals. And Devin did a lot of the grinding. So
but he got a lot of assists, though.
he got a lot of assists, yeah. Oh, he was a real good hockey player.
And I always thought Dominic Lutz was a great skater, especially late in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, he had the energy in the third period when other guys had run out of gas. Their tanks were on empty.
Yeah.
Dominic still was full.
As we go back to the action now, Churchill had an opportunity. Here comes Stevenson the other way, and a little pushing and shoving. Whoa! Schlatterback and Burnett.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get some offsetting penalties right in front of us.
Yep, right in front of the referee, Keith Junquist. He's going to call that on Schlotterbeck. Let's see if he takes Burnett. Nope, he's just taking Schlotterbeck.
Wow. So Churchill will go on the power play.
Yeah, he's got a 2-minute slash. I think that's a case, Neil, where they always say the second guy gets caught because Burnett started it, really.
Yep,
he did the thing, and then Schlotterbeck was the second one, and that's what the referee usually sees.
And he saw it. Referee
Yes,
was
he
right
did.
there.
He was right there. But he missed the first one that Burnett laid, so kudos to Churchill for going on the penalty. Now, what they need to do is capitalize and make it try and get back into the game.
Sure. We've seen all kinds of things happen, but when you go up against a Stevenson team that's good on the penalty kill,
Yeah.
as you see Jack Williamson right there with an opportunity for Stevenson. Got Friend, Squider, Webben, Kacharzik out there for Churchill.
And there's Greener.
And Cameron
Yep.
Greener.
Yep.
Stefanik, Bonet, Williamson, and Adamick trying to kill the penalty for the Spartans. Now you got DeCina and Laus now out there for Stevenson. And it's cleared by the Spartans. DeCina going after it now. Good job holding it in.
Churchill is on a man advantage here, and they just can't get control of the puck to do anything with it. And
No.
Stevenson they keep it in the neutral zone, and then they shoot it down the ice.
And you can see where Sharkey and Jakacki are controlling the blue lines, short-handed.
Yeah.
And they're controlling the neutral zone.
Correct.
And that's why we got to emphasize Connor Jakacki great defensive player for the Spartans.
Yes. I believe he's a third-year player for them. I've liked him from the day he was a sophomore. I thought that kid was a really good player.
Well, he's showing his stuff tonight,
Yeah.
both on defense and scoring.
Yep.
And once again, Churchill not able to take advantage, and the penalty to Schlatterbeck is over. Stevenson back at full strength. Here's a chance for Flynn now, Zach Flynn. And it's again, Stevenson defense covers up. Here comes Priest now with Suzio. Priest now. He's got Stefanik coming in on the left wing. Once again, Stevenson controlling deep inside the Churchill zone. Pass back to the blue line. Bonet would just dump it in. Parkhurst will go out there now.
This is a good line, too. Parkhurst and Hillebrand and Priest on that line. That's a very good line.
Bonet, there's a pass for Parkhurst just a bit too far. Coming in, and we may have a penalty. Yep, penalty coming up to, looks like
Michael Messina.
Mancina.
Yeah.
Dumping Stefanik, so Stevenson will go on the power play.
Yeah, Mr. Rifkin, I challenge you. I said that Stevenson has a good line out there. I challenge you to tell me which one of Stevenson's lines isn't good out there.
I go. I can't, not tonight.
No, I don't think all season. I think every one of their players could play. They're a very good team, very solid. I mean,
they're solid defensively, but I think ever since the Trenton Showcase, when they had to go up against top teams like Culver, as well as Granville.
Yeah.
Granville's, as you mentioned earlier.
Granville only has one loss, and that was to Catholic Central.
Yeah. And then Stevenson losing a close one to Catholic Central less than a week ago.
Right.
No,
all it does, not all it does, I will say what it does.
What it does.
What it does is it gets you ready when you play tough teams. It gets you tournament ready, because then you know what it's like to go against good teams. So,
Jakacki with a shot. Good stop there by Riley. Wow, from the point. There's a shot by Sharkey, and he scores.
Wow.
Joe Sharkey. Well, again, the guys at the point, Jakacki and Sharkey.
Yep.
And it's now an 8-1 contest.
Let's see if it gets tipped. I don't think it does. I mean, it came right back from the other defenseman. No,
Jakacki.
Okay. Comes back.
Good.
All right, it's fired in. And then number 9, that's McGowan again. Yep. That's our boy right there, McGowan.
Sharkey. You're giving it to
They
Sharkey.
gave it to Sharkey, right.
And guess what?
McGowan gets another assist. Yeah. He's becoming our boy here, McGowan.
We'll have to man the phones up at City Hall for the Patrick McGowan fan club.
Yeah. I'm a believer in hockey in unselfishness, because it's not a one-man team, one-man game. You have 5 skaters, and it takes 5 skaters to win a hockey game. Not 5 skaters. It takes 5 skaters on the ice at a time. I mean, you need a team of 20 to 22 guys, but
Joe Sharkey is the only Stevenson player with multiple goals.
With multiple goals,
but his first 2 goals on the season.
Yeah.
And McGowan, 2 beautiful assists.
Yeah.
And now I know why Coach Mitchell's happy with Mr. McGowan.
Yep. And he's only a junior, so we'll be talking about him next year also.
Yes. And next year will be our 10th anniversary televising high school hockey here on Sports Spotlight. So we've got another milestone, too.
Yeah.
Action back inside the Churchill zone.
What can I get there? Yep, he's going to make that save.
And Polson will take no chances, makes the stop. Just a little over 9 minutes left in this contest.
Talking to the Stevenson coaches, there's no doubt that Tragey, he's one of the assistant captains and he's one of the leaders on this team. But they're very happy when they put these other two goalies in, Polson and Jonah Heath, that with the job that they do. So, you know, Tragey's the starter, there's no doubt. But the other two guys do well when they come and get their chance.
Rouse didn't miss by much there. Stefanik's shot is deflected. As I mentioned, we haven't seen Jonah Heath at all this year, but Polson, this is his second chance.
Yeah.
There's a shot by Stefanik that's deflected into the corner.
I've been at a couple games where they weren't televised, and I've seen Heath play, and you know he's a pretty good goalie himself. So it just happens to be behind Tragey. You know, it's not the easiest thing when you're behind a very good goalie like that.
Battle for that puck. That's Ryan McCoy out there for Churchill. And it's cleared. That's an icing call on Stevenson.
8:13 to go in this contest. 8-1, Stevenson. We're seeing Jack Boyk out there for the first time, number 19.
Yeah. Jack Boyk, first time out there. And taking the face off Vaughn Kendall. Haven't mentioned his name at all.
Right.
So Jason Reynolds getting some ice time for some of his younger players.
Guys, yeah.
Puck in the corner now. Taken by Hunt. Hunt coming in with the backhand. Loose puck, and Riley covers up. And we got a little pushing and shoving going on.
It's number 9 for Churchill.
That's Donovan Young.
Donovan Young.
And Stephen Hunt.
Stephen Hunt, yeah.
So we might have some offsetting penalties here. Maybe not. Let's see.
Nope. Oh, he just let it go. A little kiss in your face, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing much.
So the face-off will remain inside the Churchill zone.
Yeah, there was really nothing down there. There was just a little pushing and shoving, and as we said, the officials are doing a great job tonight. They just got in between it before anything could brew. So, great job. Great job of not calling penalties either. I mean, there was no need to there.
Battle in the corner now. Stevenson taking it. There's a loose puck in front. Now taken by the Chargers. Let's see if we can get something going now. Boy, sandwiched by Warner and Bonet. And Stevenson will control it. Bodway. This pass intended for number 6. David Orlando too far. Stevenson putting on the pressure again.
Warner didn't pass it that time because he didn't have anybody to pass to it. He got a tough angle shot on goal and had a scoring chance. Somebody's going to the box. Number 9.
McGowan.
Yeah, McGowan.
So Stevenson penalty coming up. Churchill on the power play with exactly 7 minutes left in this contest.
Okay, all the good things we said about McGowan. he went to the penalty box, but we're not going to criticize him for that. He's played a heck of a game tonight.
Fantastic game, man.
Yep.
Let's see if Churchill can get something going right here. And once we say that, here comes Stevenson the other way. Adamek with Priest inside the Churchill zone. Adamek getting away from Burnett. And here comes Churchill now.
Adam Sinclair.
Sinclair had it, lost it. Pass for Kendall, and here comes Priest the other way. Good job there by Kucharczyk. Watching Priest and Kucharczyk bumping one another. Here comes Burnett now. Burnett, watched closely by Stefanik and Hildebrand. Battle along the boards here in the corner. Burnett trying to get help from Sinclair, but forget it. That's cleared. 53 seconds left in the Churchill power play. As
Good play by Matt Gibbon. He saved a goal right there.
Here comes Stevenson now. Hildebrand with a shot. And Riley deflects it. Puck back in the corner, but inside the Churchill zone.
You have to almost ask yourself who's on the power play here, the way Stevenson's controlling it in here.
Yeah, there is a I think that may have hit right on the side of the net. But you're right. Again, Stevenson shorthanded, controlling the neutral zone, and
20 seconds to go in the penalty.
Peterson dumping it in. Let's see if Churchill can do something right here. Josh Friend is out there now. Friend, his shot. That goes wide. Held in, though, at the point by Young. And Polzin will make the stop. Just a couple seconds left in the McGowan penalty.
We thought at the beginning that this might be a good contest, but unfortunately it has not been. I mean, Stevenson's just living up to all of what we've heard about them. I mean, and what we've seen, this year. They're just came out right from the get-go.
Yeah.
21 seconds.
And it was not just today, but also the Franklin game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow right off the bat when you got an offside there on Venditelli. That's a tough pill to swallow when you're, 21 seconds into the game and you're scored on,
I mean, mentally for you as a coach, or your experiences when you've had an opposing team score on your team, maybe within the minute or even before intermission. That's a big psychological letdown.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And
the other thing that they can't do, and they did it, and Franklin did it too, they couldn't stay out of the penalty box. And they weren't in there that much, but just every time they were, Stevenson capitalized on it.
And Stevenson knows about the penalty box because during the Trenton showcase against Culver, the difference in that contest were two Stevenson penalties.
Right.
Here's DeCina now. DeCina coming in with Williamson. There's a shot, and Riley makes the stop. Got to mention with this pause in the action, our good buddy from the Churchill side, the Rocket Man.
Yeah, Joe Lund.
Joe Lund.
Yeah.
Got to say hi to Joe. We fortunately don't have the camera on him.
We saw Joe for about 45 minutes before game time. He's a Churchill fan, but he's friends with everybody in Livonia. I think he could run for mayor and, give Mayor Dennis Wright a challenge for his buddy there. Joe knows everybody.
You could be his campaign manager.
Yeah, I guess I could. No offense there, Mr. Mayor. We love you.
Yeah. Go back to the action now as, again, the pressure put on by Stevenson.
But Joe's quite a guy. He's loved by everybody in the city of Livonia and then some.
Absolutely. Here's a chance for Boyk. Good stop there by Polzin. And Churchill has to regroup. Webben now. Will dump it in the corner. Allen goes after it now. Stevenson defense just smothering that puck back into the neutral zone. Boyk now. Comes in, pulls in. Will clear it around and back to center ice it goes. Taken now by Kendall. And pulls in will make the stop. 2:51 to go in the hockey game.
Interesting note. I remember this from when I was a squirt director in the LHA. Assistant coach Jay Thompson of the Stevenson Spartans.
Yep.
His nephew is Jack Boyk, number 19.
Oh, really?
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Yeah. And when Jay coached in the squirt LHA, in the LHA squirt division for us, Jack was on his team. Just
That's right.
He's
That's
really come around as a hockey player.
That's right. The LHA. Battle on the boards and a little pushing and shoving between Suzio and Peterson.
Face-off's going to come all the way back down to in front of, to the left of the goaltender, Polson.
Burnett will take the face-off for the Chargers, and Stevenson wins it. Here comes Priest now. Lost the handle. Puck pass intended for Parkhurst too far. Burnett now. Burnett battling with Hildebrand. And it's cleared by Stefanik. Hildebrand. Checked by McCoy. With 2 minutes left in this contest. Priest now. Down the near side, Priest. Pass for Parkhurst too far, and here comes Churchill the other way. Friend. Trying to find a teammate, and nobody there.
Good break up there by number 12, David Warner.
Bonet. Pass for Hunt. Stephen Hunt. He's got Bonet in the center. Good job there by the Churchill defense. Cleared back into the center ice.
Delayed offside. Okay, they're back.
Kacharzik. This pass goes around the boards and now back to center ice. Sharkey had it, lost it.
Swider tried to put the brakes on to get the puck, but he overskated it.
Battle between the blue lines here. Final minute of this hockey game. Stevenson putting the pressure on even late in this contest. Sharkey from the blue line. His shot. Good stop there by Riley. Rebound. And it's cleared off to the side. Battling to the boards, and Stevenson will control it. Williamson had it, lost it. Now taken by McGowan. McGowan. Final 30 seconds. Allen on the near side. Watched closely by Stefanik. Stefanik will check him into the boards. Battle in the corner. Allen. Pass goes for Venatelli too far. Final seconds of this contest. And that will do it. McGowan. And that's the hockey game. Well, it was all Stevenson. And our final score, it was the Spartans of Livonia Stevenson 8 and the Chargers of Livonia Churchill 1.
Yep.
And David Mitchell's team just came out of the starting gate.
Yeah, that's the story of the game. They were ready to play when that puck was dropped, and they need to continue that once the regionals start, and we'll go and see what happens. And best of luck to both teams in the regionals. As I said, Stevenson opens on the 27th of February against Plymouth, and on the 26th of February, Churchill opens against Farmington here. Both games are at Eddie Edgar.
And we wish both teams the best of luck.
As well as Livonia Franklin.
And Livonia Franklin.
Yep.
The best of luck in the postseason. But Steven Churchill needs to get a bit more offense to get ready for that postseason.
Yep.
Stevenson, I think they're still riding that momentum from the Trenton Showcase.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, they're a very good team.
8 goals by Stevenson, scored by 7 different players.
Yeah, that's a telltale right there when that many guys contribute. So, anyway, good, solid game. Yep.
Good, solid game by both teams. And,
yep.
and on that note, we just want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in and watching this hockey contest between these two arch rivals.
Yep.
And just a reminder for you folks, in the words of our good friend Bill Tyler, life is good.
Yes, it is.
And for the entire production crew behind the scenes here. And a big thank you for all of you for tuning in. And for Mr. Dennis Pushies, this is Neil Rifkin saying so long for Sports Spotlight.